26 weeks with Eden. Oh my gosh. So started out my 26th week with her in Austin, Texas. I went to go visit my best friend. It was so fun. Malachi was actually conceived in Texas, so that was specifically Austin. He was conceived in Austin, so it was really crazy to go back to the place where our firstborn son was conceived, kind of take Eden there, and I talked to her a lot about her brother on that trip and everything, but it was so fun. It felt good to just get away, especially after Malachi's birthday and how intense it was. I felt like I had so much lightness after Malachi's birthday. Making no mistake, I still had a couple hard days of grief, and in the lightness there's grief as well. I just think that there's like this evolution of grief, if that makes sense. It felt good to just dedicate some time to visiting my best friend in this new place that she's living and be there. We did some hikes. We did a hike, we did a lot of walking. It was a really short weekend trip and my mom came with as well. So we had some really good food, really good barbecue. And what's crazy is that we went to church on Sunday morning and my best friend goes to a Red Rocks church in Austin. And when we pulled up to the Red Rocks church, we pulled in from this, like basically an exit off of the highway, and I looked up and I realized that we were right in front of the hotel where we conceived Malachi. And so it just felt like such a intense, beautiful experience, because I never thought I would be back at like this random Hampton Inn. That Paul just happened to be on a work trip and I was ovulating, so made my way down to Austin almost 2 years ago to make our beautiful son. And I could just remember that trip so vividly, and how precious our sweet boy is and was here on earth. And so it felt really intense going into church after encountering something like that, but it was beautiful at the same time. And I just felt like God was really speaking to me about how much he cares about my story and my son's story and Eden's story, and it was really precious. So the trip was great, lots of laughs as always, and my best friend is this amazing photographer. She's been a photographer for many years, and she's captured some photos of Paul and I a couple times, but she's also captured my maternity photos with Malachi and the birth of my son Malachi. When he was in the hospital, we got a bunch of pictures, and then when he passed, we also got pictures as well. She's so talented, and she took some birthday pictures of me when I was pregnant, like 17 weeks pregnant, that I've shared in a vlog from 17 weeks. And I treasure all the pictures she's taken. And so she also took some maternity photos for Eden that I'm super excited to share. And that was just really, really fun. I saw lots of butterflies, and I got to tan my belly at Barton Springs, which was really fun, and get some sunshine on my belly and eat good food. And it was just a really good time. So that was a fun weekend trip. It was a bit exhausting, but it was worth it the whole time. And then on our way back, my mom and I flew standby to through Minnesota on our way back home to Colorado. And that's where I'm from originally. And so we have a lot of family. So I was able to see both my grandmas and surprise them, which was really nice to spend time with them. They're definitely getting older and there's not a lot of time left. And so to see them and to show them my growing belly is just really special. So we played puzzles with my one grandma, and right before I left, both grandmas put their hands on my bellies and they kissed them, and they, said hi to Eden, and it was a really precious, beautiful moment, and I'll remember that forever. So that was good. And then later that night, I shared Malachi's birth story with my grief group that I'm a part of, a bunch of amazing lost moms from all over the world. and I was able to share my story and listen to another beautiful story as well of another lost mama and her babies. And then the rest of the week we just kind of watched my nephew and recovered from traveling so much. And then we went to Casa Bonita, which is a iconic place here in Colorado that just reopened. The creators of South Park reopened Casa Bonita, and it's basically this kitschy tourist trap place. It has horrible food, and you pay like this ridiculous amount of money to basically walk around, and it's like high stimulation, all sorts of stuff. There's like it's Mexican themed, I guess you could say. So there's like a cliff diving, like waterfall in the middle, and there's a mariachi band and balloon artist and face painting and different actors walking around. It's pretty crazy. It's an experience. But we went there for my brother's birthday, like belated birthday celebration, so that was funny and crazy and great. So that was a good time. Spending time with family is always really great. So it was a good week. I haven't done, I'm a huge traveler. I travel a lot. I've traveled to a lot of places in my life. My parents have been in the airline industry for over 30 years, and so I just have it in my blood to travel. And before Malachi was conceived, Paul and I knew that we were gonna try for children soon. So I kind of tried to get like as much travel as I could out of my system, because I really wanted to enter into my motherhood era and be at home and be a homebody and really like just explore my own home and really fall into the rhythms of slow living and motherhood and how beautiful that can be. And so I got it out of my system and traveled quite a bit. And then when Malachi was born and passed, everything changed. And I really didn't want to travel anymore either. I was ready to be in my era of just being at home and being a homemaker, being a mother, and running a business as well, but really focusing on like early childhood with my child. And so I still have the travel bug in me for sure, but it's been in the background as I've been grieving and nourishing my body and trying to rest and heal. And we've traveled all over Colorado in the time that we birthed Malachi and now. So there's definitely been a lot of exploring and stuff like that as far as like helping with grief. And I have traveled to a couple different places, but nothing crazy. And so I do feel the travel itch again, but at the same time, I love staying at home. I'm either like on the other side of the world or I'm a homebody. And yeah, like I definitely want to, I pictured taking Malachi on planes all over the world and in the car on road trips all over Colorado, and was really looking forward to that, to like fostering this kind of adventurous spirit that I have and we have as a family. And I really hope that I get to do that with Eden, and I hope that she has that sense of adventure as well, even if it's just in the backyard. And so I pray that I get to do that with her, because I was really looking forward to that with Malachi, and we're on our own adventure together. It's just way different than I thought it would be. And once I look past all of the sorrow and sadness that grief holds, I can see how beautiful our journey and relationship together is, and will continue to evolve until I see him again in heaven. So yeah, I know I went off on that tangent about traveling, but it was just nice. It was nice to have a weekend trip and to get away, and I have a lot of travel upcoming as well, and my belly's getting bigger, so it's kind of crazy. So I feel like I'm not cut out for it anymore, being pregnant, but that's okay. I still love to travel and can do it. So I gotta soak in as much time with her as I possibly can, because you just never know with life and what our future holds. And I want to live my life to the fullest with her and hope for the best too. So 26 weeks.
Wild Mountain always felt so pretty, and no one's sending postcards from the city. I've been walking downtown every day. Despite of this, I always try to fit in. When they consume my head, I hate this feeling. I wanna be a paragon, not a villain. I hate the city, but I stay for you. My love's so pretty.